And for more perspective on this, we are joined by political analyst Dr. David Zounmenou. Thank you so much for joining us on our program.
Good day to the viewers.
Firstly, just tell us about your reaction concerning the circumstances of a president who has just came out victorious in an election, and 24 hours down the line, he gets killed. I mean, like, what do you make out of that?
You can imagine the shock wave sent through the West Africa or the continent at that news, because nobody was expecting that to happen. Chad has been facing rebellions, as you rightly pointed out, since the 1990s. Those who oppose by arms to Idriss Deby's rule as a political dialogue or political opposition at home is not allowed. So I think it's a shocking news for people in Chad and also for the continent.
So shocking as it may be, give us a perspective of what could the circumstances around that be, more especially that a president who has been in power and retains power could be closely guarded and security around him being tight. So this one, I mean, like, does it sound suspicious to you?
No, there is no suspicion. I think it is in the habit of Idriss Deby to go to the front himself to support his army. He always defined himself as a warrior, and he actually promised to die in the front, defending the territorial integrity of his country. This is not the first time he went to the front. I think a few months ago, or during the attacks against the element of Boko Haram, he led the troop himself to try to push back the terrorist organizations. And this time around, I also decided to repeat the same actions against the rebels coming from the north. What the rebels are asking for is simply the possibility to re-establish the conquered national cohesion and through democracy. But it's not sure whether this can be done through the weapons. You can also remember that Chad was very determined, was very instrumental in the fight against jihadism in the whole Sahel. So he really sees himself as someone who is born to fight and is ready to die in the front.
So now, does it make it rather impossible or rather possible for the struggle in bringing peace and stability in that region in disarray, more so that the battle has been ongoing? Which direction will the politics of that country take?
I think there are two possibilities here. One is for Chadian political actors and the military officers to now sit down and chart a new course for the country, trying to address some of the contentious issues that are affecting the society, to be able to create peace at home. That will allow Chad to offer, that's a second possibility, to offer resistance to the jihadist attack that are affecting the country for many years. If you don't have any stability at home, you can't really be able to defend whatever is coming from outside. And I think the death of Idriss Deby should serve as the opportunity for Chad to reinvent its political system and make it inclusive, bringing home all those guys who are living in the bush looking for opportunities to wreak havoc.
Do we know who is best suited to take over from him?
Well, from the information that we have so far, his son, Muhammad Idriss Deby, 37 years, a four-star general, is seen to be the successor. The army will make an official communication, and then the ceremony will be held for him to take over officially.
All right. Thank you so much for making time to speak to us.
It is my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, political analyst Dr. David Zounmenou giving us an analytical perspective on the situation in Chad.